Good positive, I'm Moss here. Got for you guys today a showdown live, and of course I've been doing these more often. And of course, if you guys have been enjoying them, then make sure to show for support. Hit the like button down below. One like definitely goes a long way. So thank you to everybody who's been showing support to the recent showdown lives. And today we are actually not in N, we are in UU. And I really want you guys to let me know in the comment section below which tier you would like to see me do next. I play all tiers, but like OU and Little Cup, so yeah, don't choose that, please. Please. I mean, don't do that. Probably too late. Yeah, I don't want to restart this. But if there's a tier you guys like, then you can also thumbs it up, and then that way I know what to do for the next live, and then just kind of gonna go from there. So yeah. Anyways, again, this is a team I just kind of made. I got a couple battles with it, and I really want to choose the core of 4 attacks Mega Beedrill and Specs Rotom Mo, because there's not that many ground types in UU right now, so this is a really good combo. And one of the suggested mons to use with it was Lucario, which I've always wanted to use Lucario, so went with SD of 3 attacks, just standard Lucario. I've kind of been thinking about putting something over Swords Dance because I really don't find myself always being able to get up a free SD, but when I do, then a Lucario can definitely put in some work. This is really all the speed you... Well, actually, no. I was kind of just dabbling in speed. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Tim Max Speed is good. Tim Max Speed is good. Next off, we have Defensive Qwilfish, which is really cool because Qwilfish is actually one of my favorite mons. I just never really get to use it, so hopefully it can put in some work. Next off, we have 3 attacks Hydreigon, which I've been thinking about either putting Superpower or Iron Tail over Fire Blast, but Fire Blast does have its privileges, and just Hydreigon is also just another giant threat that I don't think many people prepare for. And then finally off, we have Empoleon, which if you guys know me, I kind of got a love-hate relationship with Empoleon. I hate it, but it just fits all the roles that I need it to fit, unfortunately. But yeah, with that being said, let's get this started. Alright, so we got a match here, and of course he has a Porygon too. Lucario can actually put in a lot of work against his team. From the looks of it, and I can maybe even set up on the Porygon too, so that'll be good for me. Entei will be a problem. He can't get rid of Hazards, which is actually really excellent because all 4 of my hard-hitting mons love spikes and rocks. I kind of just want to lead off with Empoleon actually, just to get on my rocks right away, as he's probably going to end up doing the same. I do kind of wish I ran Grass Knot on this at times, but yeah, I think it's more beneficial for me to have rocks up than him have them, as he just ends up going straight for the Earthquake, which does kind of suck. I was not expecting that. This is really my only switch into his Hydreigon, unfortunately. I'm just going to fire off a Scald. If he does want to be aggressive and just EQ again, that's fine with me, as he's just going to get up his rocks. I almost just kind of want to leave an Empoleon. Just sort of, kind of, but I think I'm going to just switch right into my Hydreigon, actually expecting him to go for another EQ. Because now I should be able to just go for a Fire Blast. He may just bring in the Porygon though, which is another problem in itself. So I'm just going to Draco, as he ends up making a bit of a questionable play staying in. Allow me to weaken the Swampert, as he's going to go for Toxic. I'm fine with that, seeing as I can just go for Dark Pulse. But again, he's probably going to want to switch into Rotom here, just trying to save this, which would still be a smart play on his part. So I'm going to go ahead and double switch into my Rotom as he goes for Scald. Does not burn me, thankfully. What? Why would he stay in? I don't agree with that play. I really don't. But I'm just going to fire off a Leaf Storm, as he ends up making a switch into Whimsicott. What's a switch in? Can I just Leaf Storm again? I really think I can. So yeah, actually, the fact that he lived, this is actually really good for me, because now I can stall out a Tailwind a bit. I don't want to switch right into my Qwilfish. So I'm just going to Leaf Storm, as unfortunately he gets a crit, which does kind of suck, but it's just part of the game. As he ends up bringing in the Entei, I'm fine with this, seeing as Leaf Storm, it just crit him and it killed. Okay. I do feel a little bad about that actually, but I mean, Qwilfish kind of hard-walled. A burn would have sucked, yes. I don't know, I mean, I could have got up spikes and just... I don't know. I don't know if that was really game-changing, to be perfectly honest with you guys. But I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna switch to my Napoleon here. As he ends up T-waving me, which kind of sucks, which means I can't exactly set up on this with my Lucario anymore. So I'm just gonna go straight for the Scald as he turns out to have the foul play. Okay. So what I'm thinking about doing here is actually defogging and getting up my rocks. The only problem with that though is if I get paralyzed, that would be really bad. So I could just spam Scald until I get a burn, which I do thankfully get. So I'm getting a little bit lucky, unfortunately for him, as he's gonna decide to switch into his Hydreigon, which kind of sucks. I can still keep Empoleon, but I probably have to sack something off to this Hydreigon superpower. Mega Bee still comes in handy though, because I can knock off Porygon. Lucario can clean up, because Swampert's weakened, Whimsicott's weakened. Rotom can trick, but that's really all Rotom does in this match. So yeah, I think I really don't need my Rotom Mo as much as I love Rotom Mo. It's probably one of my favorite Rotoms because I'm Mexican for obvious reasons. No, I'm just making a joke, legit. Do I knock him out? This is where I kind of wish I had Protect. If you hear little kids, it's my son and my nephew. Yes, I have a son. Because apparently people don't know by now. But yeah. This is where I wish I had Protect. Damn it. Yeah, and I know that an E-Speed doesn't knock out Hydreigon just because Hydreigon does have really good bulk. E-Speed -1 does 50 to 60%. No, he's already seen. Has he seen Life Orb? Yeah, because I went for Draco. I guess I'll bring in my Beedrill here, see what he wants to do. Maybe he'll think I'll just go for Protect, which would actually be really good for me. This is not looking good right now. Okay, oh. Okay, that was oh my lord, that was scary. Okay, that was a little scary. I should be able to knock him out with Waterfall here, I think. At the same time, I could also just get up a layer of Spikes. No. Should I taunt him, actually? Because he'll probably try to recover. Because then I can taunt and get up a layer of Spikes. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to taunt him and get up a layer of Spikes. As Burn will knock him out. So yeah, that's really good because I'm able to get up one Hazard, which is going to be really nice to wear down a Beedrill and the Swampert and Whimsicott more. So he's going to just hit me with a bit of damage for the Ice Beam, as he's going to be able to bring in the Mega Bee. Even if he has Drill Run, it's not going to knock me out just because Quillfish is pretty bulky. But he ends up going for the knockoff, maybe thinking I would want to switch out as I'm going to be able to paralyze him, which is really great because now this thing is no longer an issue. And yeah, let's game. Okay, sorry about that. I had, yeah, son and nephew. Anyways, this team is very offensive. No switching to Hydreigon, which is really great. Very fast team though, which could be kind of problematic. Lucario can maybe put in some work. I'm not really too sure what he's gonna lead with. Maybe Aerodactyl actually. I kind of just want to lead with Rotom, as he ends up leading off with Machamp. Okay. I do kind of wish I had Will-O-Wisp on this. I almost want a Trick just to weaken this, but it's probably just better for me to Volt Switch as I do I'm Choice Specs, and that did nothing to Machamp. Good lord. So he's just going to go for the safe Dynamic Punch, which still does a pretty respectable amount of damage considering that I'm max defense. I I almost want to switch into Lucario here. Yeah, I think I'm going to double into Lucario. Now that may seem a little bit odd. But, yeah, I got him. Okay. I was expecting him to do that. Which is actually really great. He can just switch right into Salamence, though. I kind of wish I had Ice Punch. I may actually just change this to Ice Punch. Because every time people always switch in Salamence on my Lucario when they have it. I'm going to close combat because, I mean, I'm still at +1. It's still going to do a decent, like, 20% maybe. I want to say. Yeah, just about 20%. But yeah, if that was Ice Punch, I probably could have knocked him out there. No Life Orb. So I'm going to just switch right into my Lucario to get the Intimidate. I mean, to my Kofish to get the Intimidate off. But yeah, this team is kind of Salamence weak. I need to T-Wave him or something. So he's just going to go for Dragon Claw. Okay. I think I'm just free to fire off a Thunder Wave here, because there's really nothing he can switch in except for the Empoleon, which, I mean, I can just taunt, as he's just going to end up going for the EQ. Probably does have Lumberry, unfortunately. Oh, he doesn't! Okay, that's really great. Holy crap. Unfortunately, though, we are really weakened right now, but I should be able to just safely switch into my Rotom here, even if he wants to Dragon Claw, as he ends up bringing in the Machamp. I almost just want to go for Leaf Storm. I really, really do. Because this thing is such a nuisance to my team. But no, it's just better for me to Volt Switch. God, I'm still doing. Oh my lord, this thing is so bulky. Holy crap. Yeah, Kofish is my best switch in here, unfortunately. As I can still get the Intimidate off, which Dynamic Punch, again, not doing too much, but still doing a respectable amount of damage. As I kind of want to switch into my Hydreigon. I think somebody PM me. But yeah, I mean, actually, I guess I can mention this. If you guys do see me on Showdown, you can PM me. I mean, I'm not going to ignore you guys. I do have a tendency, though, to leave Showdown open while, like, I leave. So if I don't respond to you, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just that I'm not around my computer. I used to do that all the time back in the day. But yeah, damn it, man, this thing is such a problem. Because I know I'm going to hit myself if I stay in. I don't want to risk switching into Lucario again. I think I can switch into Mega Bee here. As weird as it may seem. As he actually just switches into Salamence, which is kind of good for me considering that I'm faster than him now, so I should be able to just safely go for U-turn. Yeah, because Poison Jab isn't going to do much to him, and now that I'm Mega Evolved, I can check Machamp a little bit easier. I'll probably just U-turn into my Rotom, I think. Because I should be able to eat any one hit from this, as he actually turns out to have Rocky Helmet. Okay. Well, let's see what he wants to go for. She's going to go for Dragon Claw, which, yeah, I'm able to just take like it's nothing. And I think I can just honestly T-Bolt here. Yeah, I'm going to T-Bolt. Because if he brings in Machamp, I should be able to take him. If he stays in, oh, well, I thought I would take him out. Don't quite knock him out, but he ends up making a bad play thinking I would Volt Switch. But I guess this is the benefit of having Thunderbolt, because now I'm able to... Actually, I think I get a kill here. Yeah, so Salamence is gone. His one check to my Lucario is out of here, which is really great. If the Volt Switch was doing 25%, I think that T-Bolt will be doing around... Oh, sorry about that. 40%, so I just have to get off a little bit more damage on the Machamp. As he brings in the Infernape, I don't have any switch-ins to this, unfortunately. Except for this, but he'll probably just end up going for U-turn or close combat, which is probably his best play to do. Oh yeah, Kofish does have a lot of pressure on him in this match, unfortunately. So he's going to end up overheating, just straight knocks me out, my lord. Oh, this is problematic. He's at -1 though. I'm going to make a risky play here into Empoleon. The question is, do I want to Stealth Rock or Scald? I want a Rocks because I need the power damage if I want to be able to knock him out with Lucario's E-Speed. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get a Rocks here. As he does end up going for the safe U-turn, which I'm perfectly fine with. Unfortunately, I can't get on my spikes now, which does kind of suck. And I lose my switch into this Machamp, so I probably have to just sack something here. Maybe Rotom. I can take a D punch, but I'd really rather not. No, yeah, because I need Empoleon because I need it for his Aerodactyl. Rotom doesn't really outspeed anything else, but I do get off a huge hit on the Empoleon, I suppose. But besides that, I really don't think I need Rotom anymore. He'll probably end up knocking me out, yeah. Good, why is this thing so powerful? I don't like this. Actually, I think Lucario can just come in and CC. Maybe? I bring this in. I can probably just go for Poison Jab. Because, I mean, I am adamant. Just run a calc real quick. Again, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In a while, so I could be wrong here. Yeah, okay, Poison Jab should just destroy this thing. It really should. What about U-Turn? U-Turn does nothing. Jorun does not knock him out either. So I'm just going to Bullet Punch. I mean, I'm going to Poison Jab as he Bullet Punches, as I'm able to knock him out. So my champ is gone. We do have... I mean, he can still win this. Even though we do have Rocks up, he still has a chance to win. As he ends up bringing in Durant. I mean, we outspeed this, though. Why would he bring this in? He could be Scarfed. Okay, so he's not Scarfed. I'm going to bring in Empoleon. As he just ends up... Oh my lord, that does too much damage. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Ah, damn it. I probably should have fought it off Hydreigon there. That may have been the better play to do. Yeah, I think I just lost the match. That was a foolish play on my part. That was a really, really dumb play on my part. So I'm forced to sack off Empoleon here, as he's going to finish me off with the crunch. Hydreigon, I think, can live any hit. So I'm just going to go straight for a Dark Pulse. Actually, no, we can still win this. Yeah, we can still win this. We can still win this. So he's going to bring in Empoleon. That did so much damage. Oh my lord. Okay, so he doesn't have leftovers. Yes! Okay, so we have a chance to win. Okay, we have a chance to win. Okay. So he's gonna bring in the Infernape. I need to save this because this is the only thing I have left that can take a hit from the arrow. But I don't know if I should sack Beedrill or Lucario. Is the problem. I mean, if he's Scarfed, I lose either way. That's the thing. So I think I would almost rather just sack my Beedrill. Yeah, because I mean I'm Jolly anyways. Oh, that's gonna do nothing. What if I was Adamant? No, yeah, that's still... Yeah, I think I just have to sack off Mega B here. As he Focus Blast and misses, so he's probably... Could he be Spexed? He could be Spexed. I'm gonna Poison Jab as I'm able to outspeed, knock him out, and I think that is the victory because... Yeah, as long as he doesn't knock out my Hydreigon, we can still win. Yeah, see, even if I was Jolly, he would still outspeed me. So, I'm just going to stay in. And he turns out to have the Iron Head. I'm guessing that's for, like, Florges or something. Which I guess would make sense. As I can just bring on Hydreigon. If he flinches us here, I think we lose. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Unfortunately, he misses Stone Edge. And I'm going to calc because I don't know if that would have mattered. And I actually do really want to find out. Mega Arrow... Okay, if he was Adamant Max Attack, Stone Edge would have done 62 to 73. So we still would have lived, but we would have gotten knocked out by Life Orb Recoil. And if he was Jolly, we obviously would have lived. So yeah, that miss did not matter whatsoever. So 2 battles so far. I think we have enough time for 1 or 2 more, depending. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. Okay, so we got a pretty cool team here. My opponent has a Nidoking, which is terrifying. Yeah, I don't think this is a good matchup for us. I can lead off with Rotom and just click Leaf Storm. Or actually, I mean Hydreigon. Yeah, Hydreigon's a pretty good lead against this whole team. No, but I think I'm still just gonna lead Rotom because I should be able to just Volt Switch here because I highly doubt he's gonna risk switching into the Nidoking. If he switches into Nidoking, I'm done. Okay, good. So we get off 43%. Sorry for clicking the skip button, guys. Just force a habit at this point. Don't think he's gonna go for an Earthquake. He does. See, look, when I take Crunch off, I need it. And then when I have Crunch, I was running the Salamence, so that kind of sucks. Honestly, I'd rather bring in Empoleon because I want to be able to just defog away these rocks. I really don't want rocks up on my side of the field. If he stays in, that's fine. I mean, Earthquake doesn't do too much damage to me if I'm not mistaken. He's going to Dragon Tail me into Hydreigon, which is excellent because I should be able to just fire off a Fire Blast, and he has no switch-ins to me. I doubt this will knock him out, but it will do. It just died. What is your switch-in? This is not a switch-in. Oh, it has a Sash. Why do I care? I have a Lucario. I get a flinch. I'm so sorry. Oh, we're gonna get another one. Alright guys, so this is gonna be the official last match, and I don't like this team. Oh, the Mamoswine is such a threat. Oh my lord. Okay, okay. I was like, when I made this team, I was like, yeah, look, Mamoswine kind of shits on me, but it's not that common, which is great. Spikes really hurt him, so do rocks. So I kind of just want to lead off with this, but he may lead off with this, which will be bad. So I kind of want to lead off with Hydreigon now, I think, because I do outspeed Haxorus. Yeah, I think Hydreigon is probably my best lead. Because if he leads off with Rotom, which I think is probably his best lead, honestly, Rotom is his best lead, considering that I have no way of stopping him from Volt Switching. I should be able to just, should I Dark Pulse here? Because he'll probably just switch right into his Snorlax anyways, and this way I can just weaken it. But he turns out to have Hidden Power Ice, and I'm going to be able to knock him out. I get a crit. I feel a little bad. But I mean, I'd be upset if I was him. I'll give him that. But yeah, early 6-5. Whew. Sorry, I was really thirsty. So he's going to bring the Beedrill. I really hope he goes for Protect. There's no reason for him not to, unless you were me earlier in the match. Oh! I pulled the same move earlier and just I fell for it and just something was telling me to stay in. My mind was like, stay in, stay in, stay in. Dark Pulse, it doesn't really matter because then you can just switch into Quillfish as he U-turns and it'll be the same thing and just more opponents. So he's gonna bring the Mamoswine. Again, I have no switch-ins to this. Damn it. I mean, yeah, Hydreigon doesn't do much in this match. It's just set up fun. Alrighty, interrupting all over the place. So I know that he sashed because he stayed in. Well, that kind of sucks. This is not good. Really not good. Yeah, damn it. That lost me the match, I think. I mean, yes, I can bring... If I had Will-O-Wisp, this would be really good, but... It's not gonna save me here. Lucario could have been able to sweep his team. This is the only thing stopping... Well, no. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I can bring this in. I can bring this in. I think it's almost worth going for Trick here. Because I can then just bring in Lucario. And I mean, I'm spexed either way. No, yeah, I'm just gonna leave Storm. But yeah, I knew he had the sash. That was really obvious. I think I can just bring in Lucario. I almost want a Swords Dance, but there's really no reason for him to want to not just Earthquake here. But yeah, that crit. Actually, I don't know. I should probably run a calc, because the crit may have not mattered. Now that I think about it. No. Yeah, okay. The crit didn't matter. Crit didn't matter. Yeah, okay. Well, actually, no. How much health was I at? Well, the crit may have mattered. Judged by that damage, I think Ice Punch should be enough to knock this out. I'm gonna risk it. So he's gonna Tailwind, as I'm able to finish him off. This is a little problematic because now he can bring in the Haxorus. Mega Bee still should not be a problem. Mega Bee shouldn't be a problem if I had just stayed in and gone for the Dark Pulse like I wanted to. So don't know why he made this play. Absolutely no reason to have done that. As I can just bring in Quillfish here and I'm going to be able to get the Intimidate off. If he is Dragon Dance, that could be a little scary, I think. So I really have to watch out for that, as Earthquake does too much damage. Too much damage. Okay, that's a problem. I don't need this, do I? No, I don't need this. Unfortunately, I have to sack Empoleon here. Yeah, because Earthquake does too much. I'm gonna Roar just because I really don't want him to Dragon Dance. This does give me a free switch into my Quillfish now. As at -2, I can take one hit. So I'm gonna T-Wave him. Hopefully he stays in. That would actually be a terrible play for him to do. If he stays in, that's such a terrible play. There's no reason for him to stay in. Oh my lord. Oh, please stay in. Please. I want him to stay in so badly. Oh, are you kidding? Okay, I lost. I lost because of that. Yeah, do you know how fragile this thing is? Yeah. Oh, wow, I lived. That's great. Oh, shit, it lived. That's bad. Is he scarfed? No, he's not scarfed. Okay. So that kind of sucked. Maybe we can still win. I don't think so, though. How much does Poison Jab do? Oh, my lord, that does so much damage. So we may have actually just won. Maybe. No, because I'm pretty sure Mega Bee can take one hit at full HP. Man, if I had just gone for Dark Pulse. If I had just gone for Dark Pulse earlier, why would you switch? What? What is... I win. I just won because... Okay. I just won because of that. So Lucario pulling out the victory after my opponent just choked away the game. But I mean, I should have just gone for Dark Pulse earlier in the match anyways, so this outcome still would have been the same. I'm not sure why he did that. I mean, if he Scarfed, yeah. So I think that was an odd match. That was a really odd match. Anyways, Lucario putting in some work. I actually really like this combo of Rotom and Mega Bee. And Empoleon actually did help. Empoleon did something in this match. Hydreigon, also just a giant threat. Quillfish, love Quillfish, such a good mon. Definitely recommend you guys to use it. And yeah, I think that's it for the live, guys. Hopefully y'all did enjoy, and if you did, make sure to show your support, hit the like button down below. With that being said, I will see you all tomorrow, so later, bye.